Hey Garden Fam, welcome back to The Sprout. Today we're talking about one of the most popular and versatile plants for hedges, Arborvitae. You might know it as thuya, white cedar, or simply that evergreen hedge. And for good reason. Arborvitae is the go-to plant for creating a dense, green, living fence. It's evergreen, it grows fast, it's cold hardy, and it stays beautiful all year round. Arborvitae is native to North America. It's been used for hedges for centuries, and it's still one of the best choices for privacy and wind protection. There are many varieties, from tall, narrow columns to small, rounded globes. Whether you need a tall privacy screen or a low border, there's an Arborvitae for you. In this video, I'll teach you everything you need to know: the different types, how to plant a hedge, spacing, watering, fertilizing, pruning, common problems, and how to keep your Arborvitae hedge looking its best. Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We put out new gardening videos every week, and I don't want you to miss the next one. Also, drop a comment below. Do you have an Arborvitae hedge? What variety? I'd love to hear about it. Now, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the different types of Arborvitae. There are two main species used for hedges. Thuya occidentalis, the American Arborvitae, is native to eastern North America. It's very cold hardy, growing in zones 3 to 7. Thuya placata, the western red cedar, is native to the Pacific Northwest. It's also cold hardy, but grows larger and faster in mild climates. Within these species, there are many popular varieties. Nigra is a popular tall, narrow hedge variety. Pyramidalis is a classic. Brandon is a very narrow columnar variety. Smaragd, also known as emerald green, is one of the most popular for hedges. It's slow-growing, dense, and has a rich emerald color. Green Giant is a hybrid that grows incredibly fast, up to 3 to 5 feet per year. Techne is a robust globe-shaped variety. Danica is a small globe-shaped dwarf, perfect for small gardens. Het's Midget is another globe-shaped dwarf. Globosa is a mounding variety. Rheingold has bronze-gold foliage. Sunkissed has golden foliage that turns bronze in winter. Now let's talk about why Arborvitae makes such a great hedge. Arborvitae is evergreen, so it provides year-round privacy and screening. It's dense, so it blocks noise and wind. It grows fast, so you don't have to wait forever for a hedge. It's cold hardy, so it survives harsh winters. And it's relatively low maintenance, requiring only annual pruning. Now let's talk about planting a hedge. The best time to plant Arborvitae is early spring or early fall. Avoid planting in the heat of summer. Choose a spot in full sun to partial shade. They prefer full sun, but they tolerate light shade. The soil should be well-draining. They grow in most soil types, but thrive in moist, well-drained conditions. For a hedge, space your plants according to the variety. For tall, narrow varieties like Green Giant or Nigra, space them 3 to 4 feet apart. For slower-growing varieties like Smaragd, space them 2 to 3 feet apart. For a formal hedge, plant in a straight line. Dig a trench or individual holes. Make the holes twice as wide as the root ball, but no deeper. Plant at the same depth it was growing in its pot. Backfill with soil, water thoroughly, and mulch. Staking is usually not needed, but for tall plants in windy areas, stake the first year. Now let's talk about watering. Water thoroughly after planting. Keep the soil consistently moist during the first year. After that, Arborvitae is quite drought tolerant, but it needs water during extended dry spells. Water deeply once a week in dry weather. Water at the base of the plant, not overhead. Wet foliage can lead to fungal diseases. Now let's talk about fertilizing. Arborvitae is not a heavy feeder. In early spring, apply a balanced, slow-release fertilizer formulated for evergreens. Don't over-fertilize. Too much nitrogen causes soft, weak growth that's more susceptible to disease. For organic options, use compost or well-rotted manure. Now let's talk about pruning. Arborvitae is easy to prune, but there are a few rules to follow. Prune in late spring or early summer after the new growth has emerged. For a formal hedge, share the sides and top once or twice a year. always keep the top narrower than the base. This allows light to reach the lower branches and prevents it from becoming bare. Never prune into old wood where there are no green needles. Arborvitae doesn't regrow from bare wood. If you need to reduce the height of the hedge by more than 20%, do it over several years, pruning a little each year. You can also prune branches that are crossing, rubbing, or growing inward. Now let's talk about common problems. Let's go through them one by one. Problem 1, brown patches. This can be caused by winter burn, drought, or disease. Winter burn happens when the plant loses moisture from its leaves faster than it can take it up from the frozen ground. Protect your hedge from drying winter winds. Water well in autumn before the ground freezes. Problem 2, bagworms. These are caterpillars that create brown bags on the branches. They can defoliate the plant. Hand-pick the bags in winter or early spring, before the eggs hatch. Use insecticides if the infestation is severe. Problem 3, spider mites. These tiny pests cause yellowing and browning of foliage. Increase humidity by hosing down the hedge with water. Use insecticidal soap or neem oil. Problem 4, root rot. Overwatering or poor drainage. Make sure your soil drains well. If the soil is waterlogged, improve drainage or plant on a mound. Problem 5, deer. Deer love Arborvitae. They'll eat the tender new growth and lower branches. In deer-prone areas, use repellent or fencing. Here's where you come in. Drop a comment below. Do you have an Arborvitae hedge? What variety? I'd love to know. Now let's talk about Arborvitae in containers. Dwarf globe varieties like Danica and Globosa are perfect for containers. Use a pot with drainage holes. Use a good quality potting mix. Water regularly. Fertilize in spring. Protect from winter cold. Now let's talk about Arborvitae in the landscape. Arborvitae is versatile. Use tall, narrow varieties like Green Giant as a tall privacy screen. Use medium varieties like Smaragd for a neat hedge. Use globe varieties like Globosa for foundation plantings. Use dwarf varieties for rock gardens. Let me give you a few quick answers to common questions. How fast does Arborvitae grow? It depends on the variety. Some grow 3 to 5 feet per year. Others grow only 6 to 12 inches. When is the best time to plant? Spring or early fall? How often should I water? Keep the soil moist during the first year, then water during dry spells. When should I prune? Late spring or early summer after new growth emerges. How far apart should I plant? 2 to 4 feet apart, depending on the variety. Let's wrap everything up. Arborvitae is one of the best plants for a living fence. Choose the right variety for your space and needs. Plant in full sun to partial shade in well-draining soil. Space appropriately. Water during the first year and during dry spells. Fertilize lightly in spring. Prune in late spring or early summer. Never cut into bare wood. Watch for bagworms, spider mites, and winter burn. Here's the most important thing to remember. Arborvitae is a long-term investment. It takes a few years to fill in, but once it does, it's one of the most rewarding features in your garden. It gives you privacy, beauty, and year-round green. Plant it right, water it well for the first year, and it will reward you with decades of lush green privacy. Before you go, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Are you planting an Arborvitae hedge this year? What variety? I'd love to know. Also, what plant should I cover next? Boxwood? Holly? Yew? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care of your garden, and it will take care of you. See you in the next video.